And we have another speaker here following Andrei, yes? Yeah. Oh, perfect. Great to see you, man. I was worried about you there. I was like, where is he? Where is he? So we're following in here, guys. We have Andrei, and he's from the proposals.app. I'm going to let you give your bio yourself. That should be ready to go. You're ready. So this one clicks to go. Perfect. Green. There we go.
See?
Yeah, jump in and give yourself an introduction there.
Hello, everyone. Can I go back?
Back's the red one.
Okay.
There you go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Andrei. I'm a developer. I mostly write bugs. And my background is in automotive. I made cars not crash into each other for a while. That's a cool thing. I'm very passionate about web3. I'm in the space for like 3 years now, something like that. And I'm a failed startup founder. First of all, some legal stuff. You will see that in the presentation some things are redacted because I don't have any kind of trademarks, copyrights on it. Some are not because I do. But yeah, you should check out the panel for the accounting and legal guys, which is happening tomorrow. Cool. So the title of this talk is how to make, break, and make all over again a web3 startup, which in short is a talk about failure, right? So yeah, a couple of years ago, me together with some other guys, we decided to build a thing. We built an app. And we won ETH Online. We decided to continue building the product, right? Because we got some really good feedback from that hackathon. And after we built the product, we figured that we could just make a startup out of it, right? Cool. Users loved it. We got very good feedback. We took feedback so seriously from those users to the level that we named our product versions based on user feedback. Like, for example, we had Brady's version, right? We made some partnerships with Aave and Uniswap, which, as you might know, they are huge in the space. So that was relevant. Our users were really sticky. Did anyone ever launch an email campaign here? Gabi, I know you did. Well, having users opening 50% of your emails over months, it's something that's not easy to do, right? So yeah, we shipped a lot of features. We integrated, did all sorts of integrations that users asked us for, like Discord, Telegram, Slack, whatever. We shipped features like weekly, right? Cool. Looks like we had a pretty cool startup, right? That's exactly what we thought. And we were like, hey, users love it. They are really sticky. The product kind of makes sense. It looks like it works. Let's raise some money and continue building it. What could go wrong, right? We raised 1 million in summer of last year. If you don't know when that was, it's this one. It was awful to raise money in 2023. Like, if anyone here, did anyone do a funding raise in 2023? No, it was painful, right? It sucked. But we managed to do it. But there's a thing after you raise money. This is supposed to be a gift. So, yeah. After you raise money, investors don't simply give you money because you made a cool product and users love you. They give you money because they want user growth. And our app, in short, was sending notifications about proposals in DAO governance, which is this niche thing of a niche thing of a niche thing. We had like 400 users, and out of those, 50 were active. We were covering the entire space. Like, we had all of them, right? You cannot have VC-backed user growth with such a product. So we needed to pivot. right after we raised money, right? And that means we had to take difficult decisions. And we were 3 co-founders. And we had to somehow reach consensus between all of us. How are we going to pivot the whole company to a completely different thing which can have high growth, the growth that's necessary for a VC-backed startup, right? That kind of decision requires a lot of compromise. So no one will be happy, probably. You can make, at best, everyone the least amount of mad, right? But when you need to do compromises, especially between more than 2 people, you will soon find out that it's not easy. And someone, at some moment, can be very mad about it. And that's when you start digging into it, and you're like, okay, why are we not agreeing on this vision? Why are we not agreeing on this decision? You will soon reach a point where you're not talking about the company anymore, you're not talking about the product anymore, you're talking about your personal values, right? What are the values which guide you through your decisions that you need to make for the product, which will affect the company in the end, right? And that means between co-founders, you will have to marry your co-founders. Because if you're building a startup, you will need to know them so well that you're basically sure that your values are aligned. And yeah, you better know them well and have similar values. My theory behind it is that if you build a startup with a bunch of people, no matter what you do, at some moment you will have hard decisions to take, and those hard decisions require you to have aligned values, and you can never be sure about that. But the way to give your best chance is to live together with them. I think you should live together with your co-founders for a while. This gives you the most time you can get to know their values, so you know that you're aligned or not, and that will make easy whatever hard decisions you have to make. We couldn't do that, but we closed down the company. Let's go back for a bit. I want to talk about this more. We decided to close down the company. We couldn't agree because of very personal things. I'm a developer. Some of you guys are developers as well. You should know that building a company is not only about the tech stack. You can have the best tech in the world. You can have the best product in the world. You can have the best marketing and the best position. But if people who are guiding the company cannot agree and cannot make sure they have aligned values, it's for sure not going to work, right? So just keep that in mind. If you want to build startups, don't think that your cool tech stack is going to win, because it might not, right? So yeah, we had to close down the company. We returned the money to the investors. That ended like the end of last year, but we still like the idea. And the main problem of that company, it all started from our raising capital, because that required the growth, which the product didn't really fit, right? So today we are doing kind of a spin-off, but not really, of the same idea, and we are launching proposals.app, which is a bootstrap business with no VCs behind it, and we don't really care about growth, because DAO governance has like 5 people, and you cannot raise money for it, but the product should exist because it makes your life easier. And Paulo added this slide last night. Last time, this idea didn't work. We had to close down the company. This time, we are in it together. If it doesn't work, it's your fault, guys. Thank you.